Well, hey there. Welcome to Wednesday Wisdom, that day of the week where I share tools, tips, tactics, and strategies for us all to stay current and relevant on social media to generate leads, clients, customers, and sales. And today I want to talk to you about three levers you need to have in place in your business if you want to have success in your business. Now, are there more than three levers? Well, of course they are. But the three that I'm going to share with you today are the most important. Again, because if you don't have these three things in place, nothing else will matter with your business. Some of the other fluff things, and I don't say fluff lightly, I'm just saying these are not things that are going to move the needle forward in your business. But some of the other things that you need to have, of course, is dedication. You want dedication because dedication is what you need when your motivation goes away. You want to get an accountability partner, someone who's actually going to hold you accountable to do what you say you're going to do. You want to have a mentor. If you can't pay for the mentor that you want, guess what? They probably have a book you can read, or they got a YouTube channel so you can binge watch their videos. These are all very important, but none of these are going to do anything for your business if you don't have the three things I'm going to share with you today. And for those who don't know me, I am Cecelia Faye Morris, also known as the Digital Marketing Maven, and I teach online business owners and network marketers how to use automation, AI, and Facebook to make money online. So with that being said, let's get into the three levers, the three things, the three tools you need to have in your business if you want to see success in your business. Number one is, oh, before I forget, wherever you're watching me, give me some likes, some love, drop a comment, share this video with someone who needs to see it as well. And if you're watching on YouTube, please give me that subscribe and let's see, click that bell so that way you get notified whenever I post a new video. All right, so let's get into the three things you need for your business. Number one is you need to solve a problem. And it can't be a little problem. It needs to be a big problem. Why does it need to be a big problem? It needs to be a big enough problem so you can make money from it. If it's a problem that not a lot of people have, then guess what? Not a lot of people are going to be interested in your solution. So let me give you some examples of the big problems that I saw. So I have three separate business entities. And my main business entity is digital marketing, right? So what I help people do is, like I said earlier, I teach them how to use automation, AI, and Facebook to make money online. Now, my niche is online business owners and network marketers. I don't help the e-commerce and SD people. I don't do the Shopify people. I don't do a lot with physical products at all, only because that's not my niche. I'm looking at the person who is online. Now, that's not to say if you have a physical product that you can't use these skills and the tools that I'm going to share with you. It's just a different path that I go on with people who have a physical product versus, say, digital products or coaching programs. So, with that being said, you got to have a product that people want. So that's my first product. My product is, again, my helping people with online businesses use automation, AI, and Facebook to make money. And when I say Facebook, I mean Facebook/Instagram because Facebook owns Instagram. Then my second product is the Speaker Event Finder. The Speaker Event Finder is a tool that I built to help speakers find events that align with their message, their expertise, and their audience. I take the search for aligned speaking events out of the hands of Google searches, and I put it all in one succinct place inside of my software. And there's other things that go with that, but that's my second product. Then my third product is about my network marketing business, and I lead with my sleep ebook. So I am targeting people who are having trouble sleeping. With the stresses of life going on, not just right now, but just in general, one of the things that I found personally for myself is for 4 years, I didn't sleep. I used to joke and say, oh, I never sleep. I take cat naps. Well, that's not healthy. And it wasn't until I got a good night's sleep that I realized how I was pretty much running on empty every single day. So now I have a product that targets people who want to get a good night's sleep. And with that, then it also is a large audience because there was a poll done by, I think it was either CNN or MSNBC, that said that like 46 or 48% of American adults say they have trouble sleeping. Pretty big audience, right? But I'm not just targeting American adults, I'm actually targeting women who have trouble sleeping. So again, those are my 3 products, right? So you got to have a product that solves a big problem. So I got my magic marketing program for those who want to learn digital marketing. I have my speaker event finder for those who want to find online events. And then I've got my sleep ebook for those who want to learn how to sleep better. And I lead with my ebook and not my product because the ebook leads to my product. I got a whole ascension program. I won't get into that. But the biggest thing I want you to take away from number 1 is you gotta solve a big problem. And that might take you doing some research. Some places you can do research, the best one is Amazon. You can also do a Google search. Type your problem inside of the Google search and see how many different results you come up, right? And then, of course, there's my favorite, which is ChatGPT. Go into ChatGPT and start throwing your ideas in there. And you will find out if the problem that you solve is a big enough problem that you can actually make some money from. Because there's been people who have come to me with their business that want to do digital marketing, but because of their business model, it just doesn't make it effective for them because the Facebook piece of what I do with my digital marketing requires you to run Facebook ads. And there's some products or there's some things where the profit margin just isn't there to make it make sense. All right, the second thing that you need is you need a marketing plan. Yes, you need a marketing plan. Post and pray is not a plan. And it's good that you do post on social media because you want people to know who you are, what you do, and who you serve. But you need a broader marketing plan. And I talked about this in some of my other videos, but there are 3 main platforms to advertise on. There's Facebook, there's LinkedIn, and there's Google. Those are the 3 main platforms that you want to advertise on. And you can pick your poison. My jam is Facebook. I tried LinkedIn and I've tried Google, but my jam is Facebook. That's where I thrive. That's where I get the best results. And that's where I best understand the data. But depending on your product, you may find that LinkedIn is your best tool. And LinkedIn is definitely there for B2C and B2B, business to consumer, business to business. So LinkedIn may be your best marketing tool, right? So that may be where you find your jam, right? Because at the end of the day, you may pay a higher cost per lead on LinkedIn, but you're also going to get a higher value of lead per LinkedIn. And one of the things we all are looking for as we market in this digital space is the long-term value of all of our customers. So again, Facebook works so very well for me. LinkedIn is kind of so-so. YouTube is so far out of there. I just have decided that that's not going to be the place that I market right now. Maybe sometime in the future, but right now, Facebook is 1, LinkedIn is 2, and one day, not too distant future, I might dip my toe in the YouTube, Google pond for advertising again because I tried it and I didn't like it, but that doesn't mean that I won't go back. I just need to make sure I understand it better. So that is the second thing. So the first one is a big problem with a product that you can give to the masses. The second thing is your marketing plan. So how are you going to put the word out about your business? And I'm really, really adamant about people spending money on their marketing. Why? Because you're going to reach a targeted audience better and faster than you ever will in the world of organic marketing, right? So you got to have that. And then the third thing that you need is you need a content plan because you need to be constantly talking about your business, but not in a sleazy selling kind of way. You need to talk about your business in a way that builds curiosity and piques people's interest. So if you're following me on any of my pages, you know that I do 5 posts a week, and then I do my 2 fluff posts on the weekends. But the 5 posts that I do a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, those are all about building interest and piquing people's curiosity. My Wednesday Wisdom, this video that you're watching right now, is the only video that I do during the week where I'm actually encouraging people to take action, which is work with me in some way, shape, or form. So when you're marketing, you have to have a content plan. And with AI, there's no excuse not to have a content plan. And there's also no excuse for you not to post every single day of the week because again, with the magic of AI, you can create a month's worth of content in like literally 5 minutes if you put in the right prompts and the right cues. Again, a month's worth of content done in 5 minutes. And I give it to my VA, he runs with it, and I don't even have to think about it. And you know what's funny is if somebody would have asked me a year ago, about hiring a VA. I'd have been like, I don't know. But now that I have one, I cannot live without him. He is amazing and he makes my life so much easier. Like I said, I can hand stuff off to him. He takes it and runs with it. The reason why you need a content plan is because people need to know you are not a flash in the pan. You can't go, you don't want someone to go to your page and see that your last post was in July and it's September. That's not acceptable, especially now in the age of AI. So you need to have a content plan. And on top of my business posts where I pique people's interest and build curiosity, I also do 7 posts a week that I call my fluff posts. I have Monday Motivation, Take Action Tuesday. I mentioned Wednesday Wisdom, which is my sales post, but I also have a Wealthy Wednesday that I post. I do a Think About It Thursday, a Friday Facts, a Saturday Mood, and a Sunday Vibe. All of that is basically just building an audience of people who know, like, and trust me so that when I do reach out and say, I got this thing going on, I'm not just coming out of the blue because they've seen me in multiple ways on multiple platforms. Because whatever I post on Facebook, I post on LinkedIn and I post on Instagram. Consistency and congruency across the board. So those are the 3 things that you need to have in your business on top of dedication, on top of motivation, on top of accountability partners, on top of a mentor. And the biggest thing you need in all of this, in my opinion, which is number 4, which will probably be number 1, but I'll say number 4 for the purpose of this video, is you need to have faith because God wouldn't give you the idea if he wouldn't give you the business. And it gets rough out here in these internet streets sometimes. I can tell you, until recently, I was in a long, dry spell where I was just like, Lord, what do I need to do? I was in the wilderness like the Israelites. I just couldn't figure out where my next move needed to go. But it wasn't until I got still and started having conversations with God through journaling that an offer was presented to me that was too good to pass up. And as I mentioned in an earlier video, from June, July, and August, I made 4 times as much with this new idea than I did from January to May of this year. So again, you got to have a problem that people have, a big enough audience has. You need to have a product to give these people. You need to be able to market your business effectively, and you need to have a content plan. And of course, you need faith in something outside of yourself, which is in my case, God. Whatever you pray to, whatever you talk to, some people say the universe. I pray to God, the maker of the universe. But whatever that is to you, having that faith is going to get you over the dry spells because, again, God wouldn't give you the idea if he wasn't going to bring you the clients. So I hope you found this helpful. And if you need my help putting these 3 levers in place with your business, meaning the audience and the product, the marketing and the content plan, then I invite you to sign up for my Magic Marketing Masterclass. Magic stands for Mastering AI Genius in Content Marketing. So if you want to get your idea out there to the masses in a way that's genuine and authentic, that lets people know who you are, what you do, and who you serve, most importantly, that you have the solution to their problem, then click somewhere around this video and get signed up for my Magic Marketing Masterclass. So I hope you got clarity now on what it is you need to do to start pulling these 3 levers in your business so you can start seeing the success that you desire. Thank you for watching. I am Cecelia Faye Morris, also known as the Digital Marketing Maven, and I help business owners use automation, AI, and Facebook to make money online. Wherever you are watching me, give me some likes and love, drop a comment, share this video with someone who could use it, and if it's YouTube, subscribe and click that bell so you get notified when I post my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.